I got me up here scared right now. How y'all doing? It's a blessing to be up here. I'm always a humble servant, and as you know, we need to be in a servant mindset when we're serving our customers. So I'm blessed and humble to stand in front of you and actually share this presentation with you. All right. Isolate number 2. Okay. 3-step framework to dominate e-commerce and build a multi-million-dollar brand. This framework really came from conversations that I had here at TSP, where I could hear entrepreneurs were kind of sort of putting, the cart before the horse, and maybe they've already purchased inventory, but they didn't know how to move it, or maybe other things that happen inside their business. And also, maybe you scaling to $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, $400,000 a month, and then now maybe your ads are starting to fatigue and things are starting to fall off, and now you don't know what to do to kind of, reignite those things. So in this presentation, you're going to get, whether you're just getting started or whether you're already scaling, this is going to kind of sort of give you the mindset to reignite the fire. Okay? So, before I get started into the presentation, I actually want to start with a basket story. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. All right. In my village, we have people called the leper people. All right. And the leper people understand what we would consider to be high sciences, or some people would consider to be juju or magic, and they're able to do things that other people obviously can't do. Right? And there's 4 elders in my village, and I don't know if you guys know them, probably never heard of them before. How y'all laughing? Y'all don't know these men. So, one comes from a small adjacent village called Atlanta. And it's a small village. I don't know how you even know this place. Not Atlanta. Anyway, his name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And there's another adjacent village. Shout out to all of my West Indian family in the village called Jamaica. It's also an adjacent village as well. Marcus Musea Garden. And then another small adjacent village in Harlem, we have Malcolm X. And then we have the scholar Chinua Achebe, who's at the main village. So these 4 wise men have the ability to be able to put a woman that is pregnant with a child in a trance, and then be able to speak directly to the child to be able to ask the child questions. All right? And these 4 men came to my mother, and they had questions that they wanted to ask my mother. Here's a question. Y'all not gonna laugh at every slide. So they came to my mother, they said, we have questions. And my mother said, okay. So they put my mother into a trance, and they began to ask me while I was in my mother's womb, because I can use my mother's vocal cords to speak to them. And said, we have 2 questions for you. They said, why have you come here? I said, I've come here to be led by spirit. They said, okay. And they said, what problems will you solve? And the problem that I said that I would solve, I said I would heal my people using herbal remedies and also through water. And they said, okay, you can come. So now it's your turn. The question that I want to ask you, and if you have the TSP handbook, if you have the book, then you can flip to page 31 all the way in the back, and then you can start writing down some of the answers to these questions that I'm going to ask you today. And again, the mindset that I want you to be in, if you're TSP and you haven't launched yet, or you plan on relaunching something, or there's another part of your business that you plan on, especially if you're private label, or if you're a physical product, or even if you're a digital product and you plan on relaunching, then these are some of the questions that you want to ask. Maybe you're going into a whole other market that you haven't been in before. But why is your product here? And what burning problem does your product solve? I was talking to a sister the other day, and she was telling me that she had a product, and the product basically helps you during the wintertime. But during the summer and springtime, the product probably isn't going to be as effective. But maybe going into spring, because it would help you with some issues that you may have in spring. But really, the product was seasonal. So if she was to launch that product and she had been able to answer some of these questions, she would find that her sales would tank halfway throughout the year, and then the other half of the year is where she would make all the money. Okay? So you want to have a burning problem. If I'm running down the street, my neck is bleeding, you selling me Band-Aids, I don't care how much those Band-Aids cost. I just want you to cover up this wound that I have bleeding outside of my neck before I die. Right. Next question you want to ask yourself is, where are your future customers complaining about this problem? You hear people say, well, nobody's doing what I'm doing. It's not really about what it is that you're doing, but it's about what problem, or maybe even what experience it is that you plan on giving people. And are people actually looking for that experience? Are people, if you're doing extreme sports, are people looking for that high? And if nobody's talking about complaining, or nobody's even saying that they want this, then it's really a problem depending on your budget. If you got the budget, if you got millions or hundreds of millions of dollars behind you, and you don't mind educating people and hiring psychologists and everything else to get people to believe that they actually need your product, then cool, you can go ahead and do that. But if you go ahead and spend that money. But if not, and you want to hit the ground running, then you want to make sure that you can figure out where your customers are already complaining about this problem. And then that's when you want to go there and you want to start interacting with them. How are they complaining? How are they describing the problem, and what words are they using? We're going to be building here. This is just step one. And as we build into step two, this is going to be critical too, because as you begin to start moving into writing your sales copy, and your landing pages, and your text messages, and your emails, and so on and so forth, you want to be using the words that they're talking about, because those words can also lead into what you're titling your YouTube videos as. If you're going after keywords, if you're doing Google merchant shopping, and so on and so forth. The words that you're using, you want to make sure it's the same words that they're using. All right. Let me know if I'm going too fast. All right. Ask them how painful the issue is for them. If it's just a bump and they don't really feel like, if it's just a bump and they don't really feel like it's that big of an issue for them, then you really don't want to create a product and invest the money in the inventory if it's not something that they don't feel like they want to get rid of right here, right now. If it's something that they can just wait a few days for, a few weeks to get rid of, then that's not the product that you want to sell. You want to sell people stuff that people want to buy from you right now. This is a burning problem that they think about every day. Every day they walk. That's why skincare is like such a huge industry, because every day you're walking in the bathroom looking at yourself inside the mirror and saying, this isn't just how I look when I wake up in the morning. I look this bad all day, every day. You're like, I need to fix this now. I can't fix this tomorrow. I need to fix this today. These bags are fine for a reason. So you want to fix these things. Please forgive me, the guy bags and die. But you want to fix these things today, not tomorrow. So get some stuff. All right. How long does it take for them to solve this problem? If you launch a product and it's going to take you 30 days, it's going to take somebody 30 days to get that solution, and the products that are already on the market is giving them the answer to their problem within 2 days, you need to make sure that your product is at least meeting 2 days or within a day. All right. So again, you're going to be able to answer. It's like, how am I going to answer all these questions? You're going to actually be talking to these people inside the groups that's already complaining about it. All right. Become friends with the 20 loudest complainers. So go to Facebook groups, or how many of you have heard of the website called Lipstick Alley? Good. Lipstick Alley, they're in there every day writing the best copy, complaining. They got memes, they write your Facebook ads, they're doing the most in there. So you can go in there and copy and paste and pass that stuff off to somebody. We're going to talk about that in a second. So become friends with them. Go ahead and create your product, and then turn around and ship that product to them, and now have them give you video testimonials and written testimonials. If they don't want to write those testimonials for you, guess what? Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon. They already got testimonials written on. They already got reviews and testimonials written on Amazon. find a product that's similar to yours, look underneath the review on Amazon, and it's going to say 550 people, 100 people, 200 people found this review. Those are reviews that you want to start snatching, and those are the reviews that you can use on your website. So as I'm going down through here, I'm kind of in my mind, I was visualizing the sales page or a landing page and all of the different elements that you need in order for that sales page or that landing page to convert at its highest. Okay. So now that the Men in my village know why I'm here, they begin to start cooking up a name for me. And the name that they would cook up would be Chinegu, which means led by God. All right. And another name that they would give me would be Wome, which means he who controls water, from the Kikuyu tribe in Kenya. And they said, but in order for us to raise you so that you can be successful, we need to look at other men that are in your family, and we need to pull from those men to ensure that we're raising you the right way so that you have everything that you need in order to be successful. So basically they looked at success, they looked at men who had done the same thing that I told them when I was in my mother's womb that I was going to do. And they said, okay, we're going to look at men in your family and we're going to extract from them and raise you the same way that we raised them. All right. So here are my uncles. Let me show So my uncle in the blue that's that's destroying that Incredible Hulk. My uncle name is Blue Marvel. So Blue Marvel, the Incredible Hulk pulled up on him, and my uncle hit him once and basically killed him. And then my uncle in the middle, I think they had like a movie about him here in the States, going crazy over T'Challa, and he healed people with this stuff called vibranium or something like that. And then my other uncle, Icon, as you can see, he's destroying Superman. But all of these men were great, and they decided to pull from each one of these men and then raise me to be a great healer and to heal people with water, just like I said I wanted to do. So now it's your turn. You should be able to name at least $3 million brands or at least $3 billion companies that you want to model and that you want to start extracting from. And this part right here is going to be critical, because now we're going to start going down this whole list and trying to figure out what can I pull and what can I extract from them. One key thing that you need to know is, well, what is it that I need? Is it a landing page that you need? Is it Facebook ad copy that you need? Is it Facebook ad creative? Is it a video? Whatever it is that you need, you can literally write down a list, and you can take your shopping cart and go shopping around the internet and pick up everything that you need off of the internet shelf. And that's basically what I'm going to walk you through today. How to look at these things, how to read these websites, how to look at these websites to figure out exactly what it is that you need. And you also need to know these companies' origin stories. If I launched my company and I said on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and then everybody went and bought my product, and you know that you're gonna be bootstrapping and you're gonna be running Facebook ads, you should be trying to compare yourself to me. You should be trying to compare yourself to somebody that woke up every morning, took the money that they had made from their job, saved that money up, and then they started running ads. So you want somebody that bootstrapped, you bootstrap. If they raise money, then you want to raise money. Y'all follow me? Yeah. All right. How do you get a chance to know these company origin stories? I'm gonna pause right here, and I'm gonna give you a quick hack. I'm gonna give you these two, but I'm gonna give you a quick hack that I didn't even put inside the slides. You can go to Inc. 5000's website. I was actually talking to Kim the other day, and Kim was talking about $1 billion. How do you go from 100 to 200 to $1 billion? But you can actually go to Inc. 5000's website, and you can actually search companies that are already reporting their numbers on there. You can search by the actual, I think the industry that they're in. So you'll see consumer products, and you can go in there and then start going down and reading those companies and find a company that matches yours. You can go to their Facebook page, you can go to their Facebook business page. There's a section on there called transparency. You can click on that and you can see all of their Facebook ads. Was that not good? All right, let me know. All right, how else? How can you find these companies? All right. You can go to Google. Everything I'm going to show you doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any money at all to do this. You can go to Google, type in top selling, whatever the problem is that you're trying to solve. It's not really about your product, but it's about the problem that it is that you're trying to solve. You're selling people solutions. You're not really selling people a product. The better you're able to paint the picture and how great the solution is going to be, then that's what people want. People, if they understand that they got a cough, they want to stop coughing. All right, so you want to look at the problem, and then you'll later on package it in the product. So I went and grabbed a weed eater, or a stump grinder actually. So I went to look at a stump grinder, best-selling stump grinder, which led me to cooler. I didn't even know these people was into stump grinding machines. I just thought that they just needed kitchenware stuff. And what I also found out was they had, and this is just a quick example, but I found out they had a Facebook pixel on there. Are they actually running Facebook ads? I'm not sure. But I went ahead and installed the Facebook Pixel helper and also installed the Google Tag Manager helper. And what this does is you're going to need a Chrome browser. Some of you guys may already have it on your websites. But now you're out there looking at companies that you're going to model. Once you find them on the Inc. 5000 list, or once you find them wherever else you're looking at, you'll be able to go and see, okay, this company has a Facebook Pixel on their website, and this company doesn't. So this company is running Facebook ads, this company is running Google ads, and okay, now I can go and look at what type of Google ads they're running or what type of Facebook ads they're running. Oh, okay, cool. All right. You can also go and search for the Google Tag Manager. You can install that on your Chrome browser. How else? Trade shows. You can go to trade shows and see who's actually vending at the trade. And then from there, you can go and look up their Facebook page, and look up their Google page, and look at their website, and again, see if they got the Pixel installed, or see if they got the Google Tag Manager installed. And again, if you know that you're going to be growing your business via trade shows, then this may be a perfect avenue for you. Also, conferences. You go to conferences, and again, you can look at who's speaking, and you can also look at who's running the vendor booth. And last time I checked, vendor booths start at about $2,000 at some of these trade shows. I know Brother Brothers is like $2,500 or something now. How else? You can listen to podcasts. I love podcasts because, and I think one quick one that comes to mind is Built With This. I think it's called Built With This, or Built With Us, or something like that. And they go on there, he will tell you everything from how they structured the contracts to how they first got started, who they got money from, and everything, and how they built their company. So you can go on here and you can search for whatever your industry is, you go from there. All right. You can also go on Amazon. Again, if you already know what the problem is, you already know what the product is you plan on looking for, go to Amazon. Once you go to Amazon and you search, and those first top searches come up and you start clicking, this is what you want to look at. Again, we're talking about $1 million companies at this point. So at $1 million, you really want to, I put 1,150. Our BSR stands for bestseller rank. So that's what that is. You really want to be looking at companies that's probably at 150, like 152. Not even so much 1,052, but like 152 and lower. If they're 1, or if they're 5, or if they're 10, those companies are doing over $100,000 a month on Amazon. All right. How else? You can also look at trade publications. Trade publications is pretty much the same thing. The CEO or the founder of the company outlines how the company got started and how they grew to where they're at today, and what their annual revenues are. So, what to look at once you've actually found the company. Picasso said, good artists copy and great artists steal. To the left is Picasso's painting that's hanging in the British Museum and is valued at $1.6 million. And to the right is artwork that basically influenced Europe, and you can get that artwork for probably $8 to $10 in West Africa. See what I'm saying? So Picasso saw that, created that, and sold it for what it is. And we're pretty much going to run around the internet right now and do the same thing. All right? You found the company. What platforms are these companies actually marketing on? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Google? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on LinkedIn? All right. You now want to create a Google Drive folder, and you want to label that Google Drive folder with landing pages, ads on Facebook, ads on YouTube, ads on Google, ads on Instagram. You also want to install Camtasia or Loom, so that way you can start video recording everything. We're going somewhere. So as we're building up this database, we're building up this database for a reason. Okay. How are their landing pages designed? Later on, if you start working with a designer, you're gonna start working with a designer. You're gonna say, well, how do you want your landing page designed? I want it designed just like this, because I already know that this company's killing it. Just make sure you put my stuff here and put this there and so on and so forth. But it's basically gonna be identical to their stuff. All right. Do they have sales copy? If you click on their ad on Facebook and it takes you to the home page, that's not the company that you want to be following on. You want to make sure that you hit a page that you can't even generally search or find on their website. You follow? What are they offering / selling in addition to their product? This is key and this is critical. If you're selling, and I'm going to give you an example later on, but selling an offer is a lot better than just selling a product. So if you're selling shampoo and I'm selling shampoo, but I've also gotten, let's say, Kim Kardashian to give you her 10 secret tips that she's never told anybody else before. Who you think? And you sell me a shampoo for $8, and I'm selling my shampoo for $8. Which one y'all gonna buy? The one with Kim Kardashian, right? That's the difference between just selling a product versus selling a product with an offer attached to it. All right? Buy their product and then document the whole process. So again, use Camtasia and record the whole process as you go through it. Okay? When you see their ad on Facebook, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you're at, newspaper, a mailer that comes into the mail, wherever it is that you start in the funnel, when you find that, let's just say for now, it's a Facebook ad, when you click and you actually hit the landing page, you want to screenshot that ad, go to the landing page, record the landing page, then put in an additional email. Don't put your main email in there, put an additional email in there. Now, all of the emails that they send you, you're going to create another folder in that Google Drive, and now you're going to start dropping all of those emails in there. So now when it comes time for you to start setting up your email marketing, and you're like, well, what emails am I going to start sending them? You got it. We ain't done. But wait, there's more. You also going to drop in a cell phone. Maybe your cell phone number, or maybe your husband's cell phone number. Baby, how many text messages did we get today from this company that wants to buy that product? Screenshot all of them, create you another folder for text messages, and drop all those text messages in there. When it comes down to you setting up your text messages for people that added something to the cart and they left, what text messages we gonna use? Daddy, what text messages we got to use to hit these people right there inside the folder. Now you go ahead and put your real email, your real phone number in there. You go back and you actually buy the product. What else are they selling you in addition to the main product on the second page? A concept that I like to use is your product helps them get to the solution that they want fast, and then your upsell should be something that helps them get there faster, and then your next upsell should be something that helps them get there fastest. So that's kind of sort of the mindset that you want to have. So let's just say if you're selling something for sleep, it's going to help you within 3 days, but we also have blindfold and also some earplugs, as well. So that's the next thing. And then maybe the next thing is, well, we sold you one at $40, but now we'll sell you a bundle of 3 at 40% off for $100 or whatever the price point is. So those are pretty much your upsells, but you want to record all of these screens and you want to record everything. So just have Camtasia or Loom running as you go through this whole process, okay? And then the last thing is, now they're going to start sending you more emails. The emails that they send you now is welcoming you to the team. If they send you 5 emails in a day, and in those emails they trying to sell you more stuff, this is your company. This is the golden company right here. Get all those emails, because guess what? When you get your email set up and somebody buy from you, they're going to be getting the same emails. All right? Funnels that you can use. 10-minute funnels is owned by a brother. ClickFunnels, and then Infusionsoft actually changed its name to, I believe, Keep. So shout out to Lamar and Ronnie. I know they won the award for Infusionsoft. So, and also, there's somebody else I believe, there's another sister inside the room who actually won the award for Infusionsoft too. Okay, so now I'm 13, now I'm 12, going on 13 years old, and I haven't healed anybody. I haven't healed my people. I haven't really done anything that looked like I've been led by spirit. So, oh God basically means master or authority or somebody that you really respect. So my mother tells me, you need to go sleep with oh God. I said, why do I have to speak? I said, Mommy, why do I have to speak to a God? She said, go speak to a God. I said, okay, I'll go speak to a God. So I go and I sit down and I take a piece of chalk and I draw a circle around my big toe and I draw a circle around my right eye. And then I open up a cola nut and I get the cola nut to the guy and then he takes the cola nut. And he said, Chineke. I said, yes, oh God. He said, your name is Chineke. I said, yes, oh God, my name is Chineke. He said, you are led by spirit. I said, yes, oh God, I live by spirit. He said, what have you done? Why has spirit led you? I said, I don't know, oh God, spirit will lead me soon. He said, the spirit needs to lead you now. You're turning 13, you soon do a man soon. I said, okay, I know, oh God. He said, why are these people that you plan to lead? I was like, I don't know, oh God. What are they reading? What are they age? Where do they live? I said, oh God, I don't know. All of these questions, oh God was asking me was basically trying to shape my avatar. All of these questions as well that you see listed here, also things that you can target on Facebook. When I did the Lunch and Learn with Lamar, I pretty much went down this list and another list, and I basically created like 156 targeting options that you can find to actually target African Americans on Facebook. And I don't have the slide in here, but I can tell you right now, you can go to B as in boy, it.ly/next level ambitions. And then I can give you, if you didn't get it from the Lunch and Learn, I give you all 150 of those targeting options, as well as an email that I have that I made like $90,000 off of. So I'm gonna give you that. And B as in boy, it.ly/next level ambitions. And also Tommy and myself and also Kai, we're actually going to do we're also going to win consulting with us. So that data-driven model that Tommy was talking about from the stage, you'll be able to win that as well. All right. How else do you know? Tommy told you when he was up here yesterday, he said he's not a copywriter, but he knows how to look at good copy and he can tell you whether this copy is good or whether this copy is bad. One other thing that I'll drop on you is the person that actually wrote that copy that helped Tommy to be able to scale those ads, they spent like $25,000 on that dude. And I believe that dude probably want like $50,000 and a piece of your company today, just to put words on paper. So as we're going around the internet with this basket and shopping, we may run across pages and this swipe file that I have up here at the top, swipefile.com/sales pages. You can go there and type in whatever the industry you is, and then these sales pages come up. These people have spent 20 grand on these sales pages. I went through a funnel the other day and I think I spent like $950. And I showed this funnel to people. Each page, I think they charged my card 5 or 6 times, and every time it was like $150 for this, $150 for that. I didn't even care. I just had Camtasia run in. I copied all the links to the website. I did everything because I knew that the copywriter that they had hired, he had charged them $25,000 per page. So I got $150,000 worth of copy for $908. Okay? Yes. So how do you know whether or not the copy is good? You can read books like Cash Advertising, Breakthrough Advertising, Scientific Advertising, and also Irresistible Offer. Cash Advertising is on Audible, Scientific Advertising is on Audible, Irresistible Offer is also on Audible as well. So you can listen to those. I listened to the Irresistible Offer during Thanksgiving like I think 10 times because I was trying to take something from the info space and I was trying to take e-commerce and I was trying to marry those two together to create not just another e-commerce product, but a real irresistible offer. Where can you go to find copywriters? Because we've already done this work, as I went through these different slides, because we've done this work, you can take a copywriter off of Upwork and you can make that copywriter a $20,000 or $50,000 copywriter because of everything that we've just done. We know where our customers are at. We know what the pain points are. We have the screenshots. We know what companies are already making money solving and selling them products that solve the same problem that we plan on solving. Y'all with me? All right. So now you can take this copywriter and say, hey, here's what I'm offering them, and here's what my product is, and here's a landing page that's already converted that I want you to go ahead and model. So take a copy or take these 3 pieces of copy and give me something comparable to this. Okay. We know what our problem is. We have our landing pages. We have our sales funnel now. We have copy to have copy for inspiration for the copy. We know what the customer avatar is. And then the last thing is we need an ad. And I'm going to talk about video ads because I've been able to put together some great video ads. Terry actually inspired the first ad that we actually ran on Facebook because he was like, these animated ads are working pretty good. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, man, this looks good. I was like, I think if I add in some images, add in maybe some human elements in with the actual animated video, I think it would do well. And it did. It did very well. It did well on Facebook and it did well on YouTube. So I'm pretty much going to give y'all the hack. So the story hack, that slide is in here as well. But basically what I did was I would go to Amazon, find a product that was similar to mine. And again, I would do the same thing. I would go and look at the comments. And if the dude wrote a comment this big and 500, 300, 400 people found that helpful, I would use that as the basis of my story. If you don't have somebody to sit down with you, and I heard the sister talking here earlier about having somebody to help you pull out your story from you. I think at the last event that we had, there was a sister in there who had created a product because her husband, wasn't even something that she did, but her husband had eczema so bad that he was in pain. So she created this product and basically healed her husband. How many of y'all know that's a love story? That's a love story wrapped into a product. So it don't matter that she's selling something that's on the shelf for somebody else. We're going to buy because of that love story and how beautiful that love story is. And of course, the sales psychology is going to be in there too. But you can go right here to Amazon. 550 people have already told you that they're in love with this guy's story and they co-sign it, and more than likely they're buying because of this guy's story. So you can extract that story, give that to the copywriter, and then now we're going to go into the offer. So you selling the weed eater, just the weed eater, and then now my weed eater is right next to your weed eater. The lady that we're selling to she's 55 years old, white female, lives in the burbs, has little Jimmy over during the holiday season, cutting grass so that she can spend time with her because she's already retired. All right, and home is valued at about $500,000. So your weed eater is sitting there for $124.39, and my weed eater is right next to yours. But I got double your property value with 10 landscaping secrets, valued at $39.95 that you get that for free. Bonus number 2, how my grandson made $50,000 over the summer with one weed eater, valued at $49.99. You getting that free too? That's over $214 worth of value for just $124.39. Which weed eater you gonna buy? The regular weed eater or my weed eater? Okay. This is the difference between e-commerce, you just up here selling the weed eater, or you just up here selling the shampoo, versus you getting some information that people find valuable and packaging that with your product. Okay. All right. Now we pretty much have everything. Give your copywriter the story, give your copywriter your offer, and have your copywriter basically create you what you heard Tommy say yesterday. They ran a VSL, a video sales letter, and now you can have your copywriter come up with a story about 250 to 300 words long, and then from there you can send it over to the voiceover, and the voiceover give it to you. Then from there you can send it to an animator, or you can link up with a brother like our brother Mark Lawrence. I miss. Like our brother Lawrence Milton, you can hook up with our brother like him, and then you can actually have him storyboard that you have it storyboarded out for you, and then actually shoot it. But you want to make sure that you're not just shooting something that you think is funny, or something that you think is sexy, or something that you think is fabulous. You want to make sure that you're working with the copywriter, so all the sales psychology points is actually in that actual story, or is actually in that script, and that's the script that you want to shoot. And then you somebody like Milton Lawrence actually pull or highlight the points in the copy, so that way it becomes beautiful. It becomes something that people want to see and something that people want to share. But most importantly, people want to look at that and actually buy. All right. And the last thing is execute. So take all of those things that we just went through, have your designer give them all the landing pages. Go to whoever the coder is that's going to code the landing pages, have to get the designs from them, have them go ahead and code it, When it comes time for you to run Facebook ads, take all the Facebook ads that you have and go ahead and use them as inspiration, and then go ahead and run your Facebook ads. Come time for text messages, take all the text messages you have and upload them to the text message service. Come time for email marketing, take all the emails that you have, tweak them, and then go ahead and launch them for email services. And that's pretty much it. And your whole funnel will be filled from what you just pulled from the shopping cart. Any questions?